This video here reports on the fact that people are searching around online for ZenSulin blood sugar support supplements with the parent company of Nature, and they're also searching around for Dr. William Li having to do with YouTube, a supposed gelatin recipe, something about honey and a recipe, as well as diabetes and other things. So you maybe saw this going around, maybe weight loss. You maybe saw this going around with a video like I'm showing you a preview of here on my screen. And this is an inauthentic video. My name is Jordan Lyles. I am a senior reporter for the fact-checking website Snopes.com. This is my personal YouTube channel where I come to on nights and weekends to help consumers stay away from scams. And so that's what I'm doing here with my video. If you think that's cool, or if you like that, please hit the like button down below. That would mean a lot to me because I'm putting in a lot of effort to try to get this video to the maximum number of people, to save them from what is a scam marketing attempt. I'm not calling ZenSulin blood sugar support from Nature a scam. I am going to say that it doesn't have any miracle properties like will be described to you in the scam marketing. So let's hit play on this video here and just know that Dr. William Li is being misrepresented with deepfake AI technology, meaning manipulated lip movement with AI generated vocals. He never endorsed any of this stuff about diabetes, a honey recipe, a gelatin recipe, or anything that you maybe saw. And there's a fake 60 Minutes report you can see starting right there with Leslie Stahl, and that's years ago. She looks maybe 20 years, 10 years younger, something like that there. And it's not real in that he was not interviewed about this on 60 Minutes. So don't believe that. Scammers have been going big on 60 Minutes deepfake AI videos recently to scam people out of their money. So this says doctors thought type 2 diabetes was permanent until this pancreatic sludge discovery changed everything. A rare honey formula designed to restore healthy blood sugar naturally. And it sounds great, but it is a scam in that they're telling you something that's way too good to be true. So let's hit play on this now and watch part of the video that is appearing on this scam website as a scam.
Diabetic, did you know your urine can reveal what your A1C test never will? There's a thick toxic residue building up inside your pancreas right now. Doctors are calling it diabetic sludge, and it's the real reason your blood sugar won't stabilize no matter what you do. And the way to flush it out is something so simple it sounds wrong. 3 ingredients from your kitchen, mix in a specific ratio, and take it on an empty stomach. When combined the right way, this mixture works so fast that doctors who've tested it are calling it natural Ozempic.
Now that looks interesting, right? Oh, a recipe, some sort of mixture, something for, they call it natural Ozempic. And it's also talking about type 2 diabetes up here at the top of the screen. This is a lie. It's a strategy. It's a hook to get you to watch this entire video on this website. The recipe lie is something scammers do all the time. They claim, oh, there's a mixture with common pantry ingredients. Stick around and we're going to reveal it to you. They never do. It's a lie. It never, ever. You can go on a website. You might say, well, I found a recipe on another website, Jordan. Is it real? Whatever it is, whatever you saw is not real. It will not have miracle properties. You cannot mix up like cumin or, I don't know, turmeric and cinnamon and lemon juice and limes and a bunch of other stuff that people have in their kitchen and create some sort of miracle mixture like we're living in a fantasy movie. I wish that it worked. Trust me, I wish that it worked. Scammers are doing this because they know that if they tell you at the beginning of the video, hey, we're going to try to sell you a bottle of pills in 1 hour after you watch a long video, you're not going to watch it, but you will watch if it's a pantry ingredient recipe they're dangling in front of you and it's not real. And that's what they do. And by the way, for those of you who are not going to stick around very long, this might come with subscription charges of hundreds of dollars a month if you buy ZenSulin blood sugar support through whatever scam funnel you're looking at. The money back guarantee might not work. Big surprise, it's a scam marketing funnel. And just know that no doctors, hospitals, universities, or famous people, including Dr. William Li, ever endorsed, or 60 Minutes, ever endorsed or reported about anything having to do with a miracle way to reverse type 2 diabetes, to lose weight, a gelatin recipe, or anything like that.
Because it clears excess sugar from your blood and keeps your A1C locked below dangerous levels. But here's what you need to understand first. You've been taking metformin, you've been watching your carbs, you've been pricking your finger every morning and adjusting your whole life around those numbers. And after all that, your glucose still spikes, your energy still crashes by 2 p.m., your doctor still says, we might need to increase the dose. So if metformin was the answer, your numbers would have stabilized years ago. And if cutting carbs worked, you wouldn't still be waking up afraid to check your meter. And if your doctor had the real solution, they wouldn't keep changing your prescription every 6 months hoping something sticks. It doesn't add up, right? unless there's something else going on, which brings us to what my research team discovered when we ran over 100 controlled tests on type 2 diabetics. The real problem isn't your blood sugar. Your blood sugar is the symptom. The real problem is a layer of toxic sludge coating your pancreas, blocking the cells that produce insulin from doing their job. And the reason this sludge builds up has nothing to do with what you eat. It's a metabolic response that accelerates with age, and no amount of metformin can reach it, because metformin works on blood sugar after it's already in your bloodstream. It never touches the source. And that's why these 3 natural ingredients change everything. When mixed in the right proportion, they penetrate the pancreatic lining, break down the sludge layer, and reactivate your body's own insulin production at the source. That's what makes us different from every cinnamon trick and apple cider vinegar hack you've seen before. Those work on the surface, but this one?
Yeah, the cinnamon trick or apple cider vinegar trick or recipe that they're kind of like referencing right there, probably created by the same people and probably coming from Brazil, but maybe not Brazil. I'm not seeing the typical things I see here. Maybe it's coming from Brazil, maybe it's coming from somewhere else. Wherever it's coming from, it's a scam. This Dr. William Li thing about Dr. William Li has created a diabetes recipe, a reversal of type 2 diabetes, or a weight loss recipe, a gelatin recipe, something having to do with whatever, curing ailments. Maybe he's even out there about Alzheimer's and dementia, a reversal recipe, a cure. It's not true. None of it. And he has nothing to do with it. People are using AI to make it look like he said things he never said. You might be wondering, well, how come he's not is he suing these people? There are so many of these scams, thousands and thousands of them with long videos like this, and tech platforms don't do enough to like take them down. You may have seen a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or something that led you to a website like this, meaning that Meta accepted money for a scam ad. And they do that thousands and thousands of times all the time. They accept money knowing the FTC and no one else is going to do anything about it. That's what Meta does. That's what they're okay with, despite what PR statements you might see in a story about how they host scam ads and accept money for scam ads. They still do it. A PR statement does not invalidate the truth. Talk is talk, walk is walk. And what they're walking is helping fraudsters with their fraud to thrive. And that's where we are with big tech these days. They can get away with what they want. But if you, one person living in your house or your apartment or whatever, committed one instance of fraud, you would probably go to jail, right? But the tech platforms, the people making big money at the very top of those tech platforms, they just get away with it. That's where we are in this country, the US, and it's where we've been for a number of years. And will anything change? Will any politicians actually do something? I don't know. Are there contributions, campaign contributions coming from big tech to these politicians, around their campaigns that keep them from actually taking action? I don't know that either, but that sort of thing would not surprise me if it did happen, because we've seen that with other lobbies before. And that's, it's very, very disheartening, obviously, right? That's happening in this country, the US, because we're supposed to be better and we're not. And there's nothing anyone is doing to make it better in terms of that. And that's where we are. It's very sad. That's my rant. Okay, we don't need to watch anymore. It's going to go the fake 60 Minutes report. And the video is going to last like an hour. And at the very end of the process, it's going to lead you to go and buy bottles of pills, or rather dropper bottles of ZenSulin blood sugar support. ZenSulin drops is what maybe you searched for. And this is something that has no legitimacy whatsoever in terms of being a miracle product. And I saw different things about USA Today, CBS, NBC, and Fox News have featured it, but they never did. This is just the latest scam that's out there that is trying to take people and, take their money, take them for a ride, and no one's doing anything substantial enough to try to stop it. And so here I am doing my best to try to get the word out, to try to help people stay away from this scam. So I hope that you've been helped. Dr. William Li has nothing to do with a honey recipe, diabetes cure, weight loss cure, gelatin recipe, anything like that. Nor does he have anything to do with ZenSulin drops, blood sugar support, dietary supplement. Go see a doctor. Do not buy weird pills or dropper bottles that you find only online. I know some people might say, what about Big Pharma? They don't want you to find this out, right, Jordan? Isn't that what they said in the video? That's what they want you to think. The scammers are trying to emotionally manipulate or influence you into making a purchase of something you don't need to be buying. And yes, it's true that there might be some products only online that you can't buy in a store in your town, a pharmacy in your town, that might be good and beneficial. But this is not one of them in terms of what it is promising to you in the ads, in the long videos. So I hope that I've helped you out. Like, comment, subscribe. The join button is down below, and thank you for watching.